Yo, I got another response to SWP. This is part 2. But I don't like this implication that it's kind of like he's trying to say that the quote-unquote self-hatred between every men and women are equal, down the middle, equal. And I'm calling cap on that. Because black men are the only group, really, we're the only group of people that's not trying to aspire to be quote unquote white. We're not trying to chase whiteness. Like, we're trying to work, make ends meet through this society. We live in a white hegemonic society, but that doesn't mean we're trying to approximate whiteness, because we're still doing us. We're still doing us. We're not trying to act white. We're not trying to be white. We're not trying to make our hairstyle white and stuff like that. We're not trying to position ourselves to assimilate, because we already know what it is out here. Like, we try to get along with people, but we already know what it is, that it ain't always gonna be sweet, sugar and spice, and everything nice, because we know what it is, man. We black dudes, man. We know what it is, how society is when it comes to us, especially with them folks, especially with some of those guys. Get around Rebecca, blonde hair, blue eye, cute face, double deep breasts. Dudes feeling some type of way about that. We already know what it is. We're not delusional about it. We're really not. And you don't see us changing ourselves just to try to be with them. We're still ourselves. And in the drags, they pretending to have this whole Valley Girl voice. Like, they're changing themselves to be underneath Brad. We don't do that. Ain't gonna lie, you do got some bootlick brothers out here, some butt dancing brothers out here, but for the most part, we don't operate like that. Cause ain't no way you gonna tell me that our quote unquote self-hate is on the same level as a Latin person who's trying to be white, or especially like an Asian person who's trying to chase whiteness. Like, there's no way you trying to convince us that the self-hatred on our supposed to end is on that type of level. Like, we're not on that type of time. Black men are not on that type of time, bro. Like, you really got to give this whole colorism argument a rest. And then even when it comes to dating, dating white folk, like white women, like, we don't really view them as some type of status symbol or some kind of trophy girlfriend or trophy wife. It's like, we're used to it. We got access to them. We've been having access to them for a minute. Like, we got a long history with white folk. It's not that deep with black men. It's just a chick they be vibing with. That's it. Like, it's a lot of projection. This whole, you getting with the white girl because you think that's gonna boost and elevate your status. That's how the strads think. And to be honest, this is how a lot of these women of color think. Even some of these men of color. We don't think like that. Black men do not think like that. And then when it comes to assimilating in this white hegemonic society, black men, we've always been rebellious towards that. We've always pushed back against that. Yeah, we got to assimilate to an extent because we live here. We got to make money. We got to basically survive. So we have to compromise to an extent, but we don't really forsake our identity. We still try to put our identity in the shit. We still try to maintain to our blackness, right? That's always been that rebellion for black men. NWA, Public Enemy, all in the music. Even with the names like Daquan, I mean, it's goofy, but at the same time, there was a reason for that. That was kind of like pushing back against assimilating. Instead of having like a white sounding name, you make up your own name. We always had our own unique style to everything, our own unique swagger to how we dress. We don't dress like them. We don't dress like white dudes. We don't dress like everybody. We got our own unique way how we dress. We got our own unique swag. We got our own unique way how we talk. And it's kind of like different cultures. How you might got, like in China, you got like Chinese people in China, but it's like different tribal groups in China. Like Africa, it's a whole bunch of people, but they're different like tribal groups in Africa. It's kind of like that for black men, cause there's a different style in the West Coast, the East Coast, South, and even within these different coasts, there's different styles within these cultures. Like in the East Coast, everybody don't got the same style. Like Harlem might vibe different than somewhere else. Manhattan, New Jersey, Rhode Island. You got LA. Then you got different parts of LA. You got like north and south. Different parts of LA. The vibe's different. That's how unique we are, bro. And I'm just saying, like, wouldn't all this be proof that this narrative is cap, this whole self-hatred narrative? Not to mention, even without entertainment. Football, we play football different from them. Basketball different from them. Even comic books, we do comic books different from them. Milestone comics. That was like a revolution for like black comic book characters. That was like a revolution. And even now, you got brothers out here making their own comic books and manga. We got our own unique style. Even when we approximate other cultures' style, we can put our own little spin on it. We put our own little swagger on it. So we're not we're unique. We try to be. We don't try to run away from our blackness. We don't try to run away from like who we are, where we came from. Like even if we are assimilating to different societies, we try to put our own little lingo, our own little style to it. I seen a video of a black Chicagoan in Japan, right? Speaking fluent Japanese, and he still was dressing like you were from Chicago. He had some Japanese style stuff on too, but it was still like he dressed it like you were from Chicago. He was speaking fluent Japanese, but he still had that Chicago style to it. I'm just saying, like it's getting very tiresome, this whole argument about colorism and self-hatred. And then he acts like if you look at a light-skinned person, it just automatic self-hatred. It's like, why does it have to be self-hatred because someone wants a light-skinned person? Because a brother decided to date a light-skinned person. It's like you trying to say that every brother is just supposed to just date dark-skinned females. Like every individual black dude, 100% is just supposed to just be dating somebody dark skinned. And if they don't, it's self-hatred. Like 100, let's say there's 100 black men and there's like 200 B-dubs, right? One half is dark skin, the other half is light skin. So that's like 100 dark skin and 100 light skin females, right? And 100 brothers, all 100 brothers are dark skinned. 80 out of 100 chooses the dark skin females, right? Then the other 20 decides, I want the light skin. You gonna say, oh, this is the colorism argument I'm talking about. This is the colorism and self-hatred. Bro, like the vast majority of them got with the dark skin females, bro. You tripping cause like 20% basically got with the light skinned females. It's like you think I seen the video of you saying that some of them light skinned shit should just go over there with the Dominicans and the Puerto Ricans. It's kind of like SWP thinks that light skinned blacks don't count as being black. Even though light skinned blacks have contributed historically for black society. See, some of these black inventors, some of them, not all of them were dark skinned. Some of them were light skinned. Some of our civil rights were light skinned. Our civil rights activists, some of them were light skinned. Even during like a little after bondage. Some of our great philosophers were light skinned too, not just dark skins. And I'm acknowledging this as a person who's dark skinned. I'm dark skinned. I'm not jet black dark skinned, but I'm dark skinned. I'm like one shade away from a brand new penny. I'm like a darker copper color. But even I would acknowledge the contributions that light skinned blacks have contributed to black society. And I do think that's kind of insulting. I found it insulting as a darker skinned black person that you got this mentality. It's kind of like, because I remember you made a video on SWP made a video and he kind of like sneaked this. What's his name? No, it wasn't Shamar Moore, but it was the other dude. I forgot his name.
Boris Kojo.
But he was talking about how this light-skinned brother, because he was an actor, this light-skinned brother shouldn't be the face of blackness. It should be somebody like Morris Chestnut. It's kind of like he thinks the pinnacle of blackness should just be dark skin, even though blackness comes in many shades. It comes in so many shades, bro. And this is what I'm talking about. This is the real self-hatred. The real self-hatred is black folks walking around with this black chip on their shoulder, being all insecure about their blackness. Like, black insecurity is self-hatred. I don't care how that pisses people off. Like, if you're insecure about your blackness, like if you go walking around here with black inferiority complex, that's a you problem, bro. That's not a problem because a two handful of brothers decided to date a light-skinned chick, a non-black. That's not their problem or their fault. That's a you problem. Anybody who's complaining about colorism, that's a you problem. And colorism, y'all want to talk, SWP, he just wants to talk about colorism in the black community. Never mind the colorism all over the entire globe, because it's like a color class system in different cultures. Like, seriously, like SWP doesn't talk about colorism all over the globe, because that's like color class systems in different cultures all over the globe. He doesn't talk about that. I mean, he talks about white hegemony. He talks about it from the European white aspect, but he doesn't talk about it from a global aspect. And this is what I'm saying. It's like, no matter what we can do, we can never make that validated, because the world, the entire globe has already made that decision on what's viable and what's not viable, what's on top, what's not on top. The whole entire globe seems to agree that white is right. And I'm not saying that everybody think black is whack, because there's certain places you can go and you'll win it, but it's really not the same. That's really only accounts to the men. Like, and then that's what they're pissed off as well. That it's like they're pissed off, like the some of these ebony bimbos out here, they're pissed off because they feel like they're not being validated. Their quote unquote beauty or existence, total existence, them existing, is not being validated on the same equal level as Rebecca. And then they feel some type of way about us because they feel like it's our fault for making that situation like that. They feel like it's our fault because we didn't elevate their situation, or because we didn't supposedly win some race war and be on top and create a system where black men are on top, and then we can create privileges for them, kind of like white supremacy, but in blackface. That's what they're mad about. And then that feels some way about us, because even though we get affected by the same society, the same endeavors, we can still find some type of leeway out here as men, because it's sort of different for us, because at the end of the day, we're value more, because the whole masculinity thing, not just our presence and dominance, being athletic, just masculine shit, but masculinity is valued all over the entire globe. People know, even on the subconscious level, that masculinity is important. Men are important because men keep society afloat. You build economy, constantly building, and then you need men for protection. You need men to lead society, keep society afloat and advancing. So we're valued more than them because of the whole masculinity aspect. And they feel some type of way about that. You heard that chick talking about in Germany. She mad because black men got a leeway in Germany and the women don't. Sorry, like, that's not my problem. I'm not about to throw that away because you feel some type of way. I'm about to benefit from that. I'm taking advantage of that. Sorry. And they're cooked, because you got to take the global society to account. Since you want to talk about all this colorism and self-hatred, you got to take this white hegemony society to account. They're cooked. I'm not saying they can't find some leeway. Like, a handful of them can't find some leeway. Like, a handful of them can't get married to some of these guys. But even then, you got to look at the situation. Like, a lot of them are just in relationships. It's going to be like long-term relationship, or like a booty call, or like situationships. They're rarely going to end in marriage because the numbers don't say it. The data doesn't say that. So their only hope is really just to, like, get over themselves. Whatever internal issues they got, they're going to have to just get a therapist and try to find that self-worth in themselves, and it's just try to make it work out with some of these ebony dudes. But a lot of them don't want to compromise on that, because it's like, dude, like, they had, like, ebony, they had their own, like, newspaper, a magazine called Ebony something. Even all the way back in, like, the early 1900s, you got BET, you had Black Girl Rock, etc., etc. Like, they got a lot of this support and endeavors, and it's still not good enough. And you still want to come out here and talk about, oh, it's our fault the way they feel. Like, bro, they got more support than us. brothers don't really get nothing. They got way more support than us. They got hella more support than us. And y'all still, a lot of you pro-black dudes are still trying to complain to black men, SWP, like you still trying to throw these little stray bullets at black men. And we're just going to dodge them like the Matrix because we don't care. Like you're doing the same thing that these bimbos are doing on the internet, that they're going to shame black men into the matriarch. It's kind of like you're trying to shame black men into not exercising agency. It's like you're trying to shame black male agency. And that's just not going to happen. So this might be my last part. It just depends. But I'm out. I'm coming with a PS. A PS for that ass. Like, again, I made this point and I didn't finish it. But, like, why does it have to be self-hatred because a brother chose a light-skinned chick? Why can't it be that it wasn't no dark-skinned chicks around, wasn't no cute, attractive dark-skinned chicks around, he just happened to see a cute, attractive light-skinned chick? What if the dark-skinned chicks that he happened to run into ain't it? Like, some of these dark-skinned chicks ain't it, bro. Some of them ain't it. And it has nothing to do with their skin color. It just, some of them ain't it. Just some of these light-skinned chicks, some of them ain't it. Some of these light-skinned chicks be out here looking like earthworms with a wig on. Some of them look goofy too. Some of them look like Trippie Redd. Like, you got light-skinned chicks out here looking like Trippie Redd. Like, come on, bro. That ain't it. And then you gotta take circumstances into account, which is what Mike Tyson didn't understand. It's look, dude, you raise your kids around them folks, around diverse areas. So what you think they're gonna date? And you used to the matriarch. You grew up in the matriarch, so you're used to that, and of course you gonna date. Who you gonna date? You gonna date the Ebony, some of these bimbos out here. You did it with Robin Gibbon, and look what happened to you. And then he and SWP, he tried to complain about this one time. He's like, why can't y'all just wear that self-hate shoe? It's like, no, because like F that. It's like, why does it have to be self-hate? Why can't it just be some other reasons? Plus, people got a taste, bro. Like, it is what it is. It's like, I'm going to take that self-hate shoe and then throw it in the trash. How about that? I'm not wearing shit. But that's it on the PS. For real this time. SYSBM. It's the only way. Traveling. It's the only way as well. But this time I am out.